Hey you guys, I am McKenna Marmolejo, and I am at RTX in Austin, Texas, and I'm here with Bernie Sue and Jenni Powell, and I'm here to ask a couple questions. You write for the Lizzie Bennet Diaries.
Yes.
And you produce the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Let me just say that I love that show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I spent like 3 hours just laughing in my bedroom all alone, but it was amazing. What? So,
I guess that's what we intend to do for our audience, to make them spend 3 hours laughing in their bedrooms.
it's really nice. So how did you get started with the Lizzie Bennet Diaries? Like, what inspired you to say, "Hey, this sounds like a good idea"? Like,
Well, that would be a question more for my partner Hank Green on this, but like it was his idea first, and he came up to me. We met one time, and we talked about like how he asked me as a writer, because he knew I was a writer, how is this possible? Can we do can we tell us a book on YouTube in this style? And I basically said yes, and then it's a question of more like, how do you do it? And it became, instead of a 3-hour networking thing, we became a 3-hour him and I conversation about how to tell this story. Now we have a show.
Yeah, and interestingly, I had actually known that Hank had wanted to do a adaptation of a book, because he and I are actually been really good friends for many years. And the original idea was he wanted to do the Diary of Anne Frank, but saw that there were many challenges in how to adapt that, not only to a modern audience, but in a tasteful way that would honor her, as opposed to like become kind of a farce. And so then he just developed it over time to Pride and Prejudice, because it's his wife's favorite novel.
so how did you meet Hank Green?
I met him at a YouTube event last year. It was the Digitour, which is the YouTube kind of musicians tour. It was their launch party at Mountain View, actually. So he lives in Montana, and I live in LA, and we met in Mountain View, San Francisco, California. Just kismet. It was meant to be, I guess.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
And I met Hank and John Green back in the days when we were all part of the Lonely Girl 15 fan community. And John Green actually kind of developed Brotherhood 2.0, which was their first big Vlogbrothers project, out of that community, because he really loved this new medium and he wanted to find a way for he and Hank to really get involved in it. And then Brotherhood 2.0 happened. And then several years later, when they started VidCon, I actually went to the first VidCon as an attendee and asked if they needed any help for the second year. And so they brought me on, and I'm now head of programming for VidCon. So then it was just like a natural progression to work on this. Because again, like Bernie said, it was kismet. Like, he and I always wanted to work together. I've always wanted to work with Hank on a more creative level. So it just ended up working out to be really great.
Did Hank kind of get you to start YouTube, or were you involved with YouTube before? How did that happen?
I mean, I was involved. I've never been in front of the camera like I am now. But well, not in the sense of like Hank is, but I'm a writer by trade, so like I'm in the development side of it, and so I would write for YouTube, other YouTube channels like Black Box TV I wrote for, and stuff. So like, I mean, I was ready to kind of see what's next, and I still have no interest in being in front of the camera. Again, except for this, which is great. I still like the storytelling side, and I fancy myself as a progressive storyteller, and YouTube is a progressive medium, and that's where I wanted to play. And so to have an opportunity to come up like this, where it's like, yeah, let's figure out how to do this. Like, there's a way to do it, and part of it was like, we didn't even know if it was going to be good. I think it's okay. It's funny to us. Like, we'll find out.
It is. Do you have anything else to say to the viewers that are watching this lovely video?
If you've watched our show, thank you for watching our show. And if you haven't, please check it out. And if you like it, I hope you like it.
Don't forget to be awesome.
There you go.
Oh, so much better.
Sorry.
So much better. I'm glad you went second.
It's nice, and it's funny too, because I'll see the looks on people's faces, and they're like, "Do they alter your voice at all?" And I'm like, "No, I just sound way different in reality."
It's called acting.
Yeah,
Voice
yeah.
acting.
Yeah, dance, something dance, a dance, and a dance. That one. Yeah, look for it in stores or on boardwalks near you.